starting with our boy Anthony Brown. I know we all give Anthony Brown a lot of hell, but he's been holding up pretty good in coverage the last 2 weeks. I think he's been targeted well over 20 times. Hasn't given up very many, and that actually says a lot for him. Man, I like the way he's been playing. That particular route he got beat. That was the first one that I put in there due to the fact that he did actually get beat on that one. But for the most part, it was pretty tight coverage, and you see the secondary and the front four working hand in hand. I call this a disguise cover two nutcracker because when the corner actually gets that shallow and breaking route or he's looking inside on those cover twos. When you do an out route thinking that he's going to be vacated in a cover three, those happen all the time, and you're going to see it happen a couple of times in this game. I think Curse actually is going to get one a little later. But yeah, here I think they're trying to get him on a deep cross on this particular route, and Anthony Brown covered it pretty well. You see, they try to get him going upfield. He's staying on that upfield shoulder like he's supposed to, and then he's just going to sprint and beat his guy across the field while they're crashing and running a game underneath, and that's Randy Gregory and D-Law. D-Law is very patient on this one, and it works very well. Heineke was in trouble all day. I can't say enough of those guys up front, but we're going to do a video on the front seven next. Maybe I'll do the linebackers and then the front seven separate. I don't know. But Anthony beats this guy across the field. This should have been an interception as well. I feel like if Diggs was getting thrown at in this same way, there would have been about 3 interceptions, maybe even 4. Anthony Brown has to do himself a favor and catch a few of these. And that's the difference between a Pro Bowl level corner and Anthony Brown, who I think is a good corner, good in coverage, does everything pretty well. Here's Jordan Lewis actually playing in this in the seam on this one. And you see Basham just kills this guy. I like that particular play. Basham just kills his assignment on that one. And you see Anthony Brown's extending this one again. I thought it was Jordan Lewis. It was actually Anthony Brown. Smart stays with the play even though there's a lot of chaos in the backfield. He's very disciplined and does what he's supposed to do on this route. But yet again, we have this issue with the Butterfingers. And I think it's like when it's time to be great, you have to be poised for it. And that's all he's really lacking in this position. It's like his poise has been found wanting in most cases due to the fact that he gets a little excited when that ball's in the air and he has to stop that, get your head turned around and make a couple of these plays because he's playing pretty good. I don't even want to say pretty good. He's playing great. This was a 7 route. This guy got his feet turned inside and got those hips turned. Anthony Brown got beat because he got locked inside with those hips or whatever, but still was right there for the ball, so on. I know this is rushing a little bit, but you see him at the top of the screen here. I believe they're going to try to hit him with a double move. Whenever you see them get him off the line, they want to hit him with a double move on him and Diggs. They try that a lot against us. But you see that Hooker, and he was doing this all day too. Hooker over the top is like sickening, man. I love it. I like KZ too, but Hooker is just it's a difference with the eye test when it comes to Hooker. He's coming to bring some later wood, man. Anthony Brown once again, man. Once again, you see Hooker got over the top of that too, pretty fast. Anthony Brown misses that one again, man. I know he wants to beat himself up for that. This one was a hard to defend route, and you can say this was maybe the 4th opportunity for interception for him on that back shoulder. Not beating him up by showing these, just trying to say, hey, he's playing pretty well. They're targeting him. He's doing what he's supposed to do, but you got to finish. This is nickel cover 2 with a little twist. Our linebackers are in the middle of the field. Our corners, for those who don't know what that is, they're supposed to be covering 10 to 15 yards up the field, the flats, and 5 yards in, right? Or 5 to 10 yards in, depending on the coach. But on this particular route, the safeties are like splitting wide. You see Curse have to dart on the outside to not break this one up, but make that hit on that one. That was the only place Heineke can throw that ball on this one. This is a nickel cover 1 middle linebacker blitz with man everywhere else with single high safety, obviously, because it's cover 1. And you saw Diggs was ISO'd on that one in the slant. He knew that he was hot in the seam. He knew he was hot on that one. Again, they like this blitz. I think it's our favorite blitz due to the fact that Micah Parsons is a great blitzing middle linebacker. You can see they're running a game here. Parsons and Basham are going to split, leaving D-Law right up the gap, up the A gap, right at Heineke once again. And this is going to be Jordan Lewis on that hip riding Humphreys' hip. He was covering well all day as well, but he's on Humphreys' hip, playing well, man. Once again, you see here, this is Jordan Lewis just being physical in the run game. I wanted to get that in there. He had a bunch of those where he did that, just taking the legs out of screen passes and all that, but I just didn't put it all in here. This is why Trayvon Diggs is so special, because this is cover two. He's only supposed to be, like I said, 10 to 15 yards up the field, but he floats because he can see Heineke. He's watching him. So he's just floating. Doesn't see him. Now, all three of these guys have an opportunity to make this play, but it's just the fact that I'm just saying, like, he's not supposed to be in this play. And maybe if he doesn't get there, maybe Parsons actually catches this. I'm not sure, but all of them got an opportunity to catch that one there, and I think that was pretty special on their part for getting there in the first place. This is what we've been seeing out of Hooker, and this is why I keep saying, like, Hooker's doing things that makes me smile, man. He sees it, he hits it, doesn't hesitate. I think that's saying something, and that's very special on his part, because it's not as easy as he's making it look, and he's doing it day in, day out. This is Jordan Lewis up the seam. This is a similar route to just what just happened a second ago. You see both him and Curse had an opportunity for interception here. I know Curse is pissed off because he keeps missing those opportunities for interceptions because someone's getting their hands on the ball. They're pissed off about that. But good play out of this secondary overall. You have another cover one blitz here. You see they're ISOing Diggs at the top of the screen. Every ball that was thrown his way, he got his hands on almost, I believe, every last one of them. Even the one that they scored a touchdown on was excellent coverage. I couldn't even really be mad at him for that one because of the way he was covering on that one. This is a cover two soft. And that cover two soft zone, that you can see there, they're playing off, trying to take the lid off of the offense so they can't get deep. And they still kind of snuck behind those safeties, but he threw the ball late, and both KZ and Hooker were able to get there, and they pretty much knocked McLaurin out on this one, knocked him right out of the game. So that was the end of McLaurin. Hope he ices up. All these wide receivers had to ice up because you're going to see Humphreys getting his head knocked off too. This is that double move and that touchdown that Diggs is going to get beat on. I thought he played it as well as you can play it. You know, he played it pretty damn good. It's just that, you know, you can't guard them all, and they got behind him on this one and managed to get him out of the way, man. He has to catch that, though. But he like I said, he played pretty well, in my opinion, on that one. Jordan Lewis forcing a fumble here. I thought, like I said, he played very physical, very strong. People forget that Jordan Lewis bench pressed, I think, 20 to 22 times, 225 in the combine. He's obviously stronger than that now because he's in the league. So Jordan is pretty strong. This is a cover one robber, and when I said shallow robber, I meant that all the linebackers are the ones robbing, and they're doing it slow, short, with that safety over the top. And you see Curse on what I call that nutcracker coverage there, knocking Humphreys' head off yet again, man. So, you know, it's happening, and it keeps happening. This one is a cover one with a too high shell. It looks like it's too high pre-snap, but you're going to see Hooker is going to slash down at the last minute on this one and make himself a pretty good tackle in open space, man. They set Humphreys up for that. And make sure you guys like and subscribe. We coming with the front seven next, man. But let's do it. AKOYE Media out. Peace.